you guys. So my friend reached out to me saying some things, which is perfectly fine. This is clean. So let me set you guys up really quick. She did some research. And she knows some things. She said, have you ever been to his door? I said, no. Never. I walked past to go to the gym or to my bank, which is perfectly fine. She said, have you ever, like, followed him? No. No. She said, did you ever follow him, like, in person when you were in high school or where? No. No. No, I haven't. She's like, have you ever followed any of his girlfriends? No. No. She's like, so you've never followed him in person? No. And she asked me, how do I know where he lives? I said, because when I was on his Facebook, he posted a picture of his surroundings, and it was very clear on where he lived. She's like, so you've never followed him in a car? I can't drive. I can't drive. She's like, so it's just photos or AI photos? I said, yeah, that's it. She's like, you've never harmed him in person? Nope. Nope. She's like, okay. So, because he's making it seem as if you have followed him in person, you've been to his door, you've done all this weird shit. I said, nope. 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 She's like, you don't have his number? Nope. She's like, you've never called him? Nope. You've never texted him? Nope. Nope. I was like, huh. She's like, I don't know why he doesn't just talk to you in person. Like, you guys live in the same town. You guys live basically down the street from each other. Then why doesn't he just talk to you in person? I don't know. I'm not going to force him to talk to me. I don't know. I mean, the only time I seen him in person, like, was at Hula's, and maybe, like, one time at fucking Wincombe. And we only spoke to each other maybe one time at Hula's. And he just said hi. And I said hi, and that was it. She's like, then what's the point of the restraining order? I don't know. I honestly don't know. So you never followed him in person? Nope. Never been to his house? Nope. Never talked to him on the phone? Nope. I've seen him one time in Winco. That was it. And it's not illegal to go fucking food shopping. She asked me, did I discuss any words with him? No. No. The only time I've discussed words with him, like in person, was at Hula's. And he just said hi. How is me saying hi back stalking? I'm just making it very clear. How is that stalking? When he's saying hi, I'm being polite and I'm saying hi back. And then I continue to get my hulas. That was it. Oh shit. I totally forgot about that. When we were in high school. That's right. So, no, is that, okay, so let me get into this. So when we were in high school, I was in the ROP program, okay? That's basically a learning program where you're learning how to, we were learning how to, ROP program, what am I trying to say? They teach you how to basically get a job, how to manage a bank account, how to cash a check, how basically self skills, like self-care skills, you know, on how to get a job, you know, how to run a job, all that stuff. So once a year in the ROP program, there is a cooking course where you go to another school and you cook, you bake, like baking cookies or baking brownies or baking muffins, okay? So I had no idea he was going to be there, okay? And this is actually how we first met back in the day too. And since he, sorry my language, if he wants to take me to court, you might want to order a lie detector test because I'm going to. Since you want to go that route, I would love to take a lie detector test. Point blank, period. Since I'm such a liar, give me a lie detector test. I'm not doing this whole ring around rosy fucking bull crap. My bad for cussing. But he's not owning his own part in this. That's the problem. He's not owning his own part in this. And in order to do a restraining order, which I had a restraining order against my ex for domestic violence, both parties have to be served. Meaning it either has to be mailed to me or you have to give it to me in person. And it has to be on video that I received the restraining order. By the way, and since we don't go anywhere near each other, how is that even going to be possible? Like, you would have to be there when the restraining order is in the mail in order to record me getting it. I know all about restraining orders. I put one on my ex for domestic violence, which is already in the file for me. And if I have medical issues and certain medical problems, and you're out here causing me stress and unnecessary crap, I can slam something on you so fucking hard. They're going to say, well, did you ever try to talk to her in person? No, he didn't. I have offered to meet up with him and talk in person. He chose not to. That's on you. I have posted where I live. It's not hard to come knock on my door and say, hey, can we talk? Perfectly fine. Let me adjust the surveillance camera. See, I can be a civil adult. You want to cry online and then place a restraining order. Oh, I did everything in my power. I did. No, you didn't. You called me a bitch. You called me out my name. You yelled at me. You verbally, that's called verbal abuse, by the way. That's not talking. That's not civilly talking. And then you try to talk dirty just to get me off of you. You never want to do that. And then complain about the other party, and then complain about, oh, I want to put a restraining order against her. Do you know what the courts are going to say to that shit? They're going to throw it out the window. She's crazy. She's this. She's that. They're going to throw it out the window. Did you try talking to her, like in person, and tell her how you felt? No, I didn't. I don't want to be anywhere near her. You didn't try everything. Well, I wrote her and told her to leave me alone. You called me a bitch. You called me out my name, and that's called verbal abuse. And then you talked with somebody that has threatened my life. That was a wrong choice. You have gone about this all wrong. You keep saying you know the system. You know the law system. How many times have you been in jail? How many times have you been locked up? Because it seems like you verbally abuse women. And you don't know how to speak to them. Calling me out of my name, and then calling somebody retarded, and calling somebody certain words and names is verbal abuse. Especially if they have a disability and was born with it. That's called verbal abuse. And you're continuing the verbal abuse. You still haven't learned for jack crap. Did I ever call you out your name? No. Did I ever disrespect your family? No. Even though they may have said some stuff to me that wasn't okay, or stuff about me that wasn't okay. But did I say anything back? No. That's called respect. When you were verbally abusing me, yelling at me, calling me out of my name, did I yell at you back? No. That's called respect. That's called being civil. The courts are going to ask you, why did you verbally abuse her? Why were you having other people harass her? Why were you having other people write her and say stuff to her? That's called third-party verbal abuse. And then you chose to post my medical, which is a real medical alert information on your page without my permission. When I have a real medical condition, which are seizures. Then you want to continue with the she's retarded, she's stupid. Do you know what you're saying? So you're against special needs people and people that have seizures. You do realize that if you cause someone that has seizures too much stress, and you cause that person to have a serious seizure, you can be sued for that. That means you verbally abused me to the point where I had a seizure. These seizures aren't pretend. I've been hospitalized twice for seizures. You're saying stalking, harassment. You have verbally abused me. You have put my life in danger after I was assaulted and had my head slammed against the concrete. If you knew the law and if you knew the system, you should know to shut the fuck up when you have a chance. Oh, I'm putting a restraining order against her. For what reason? I haven't followed you around. I don't know your number. I've never been to your door. And going to my bank or going to the gym isn't stalking. It's not stalking. As long as I'm minding my own business, going to my bank to draw out money or ask them questions. That is not called stalking. If I'm going to the gym, which I had a membership there at that time, and I can go in there and have him print that information out, by the way. I was going to that gym for like 2 months. And at that time, I didn't know you even lived anywhere in that area. I'm not going to say which gym. But I'm just going to say that I was going there for 2 months. Had no idea at that time that you even lived over there. Do you want me to take a lie detector test? You might want to order one if you're going to take me to court. Because I already had to deal with the restraining order with my ex-boyfriend who abused me. Now, I've been civil with you, but now you're pissing me off. Sorry, you guys. Again, I don't know who this person is trying to call me. It's not even on my phone. It's not like my phone's calling me. It's like someone's trying to do this merge video. I didn't even know you can do that on here. Like, you can share the screen with each other, like on TikTok. What the hell? Whatever. I don't know. I don't know who that is, though. But if you're going to be putting a restraining order against somebody, like, you have to have some evidence of them following you in person, them verbally attacking you online, like some serious shit. And I've never followed you in person. I've never verbally attacked you. I've never been to your door. That's something what's her face has done. Like, you're acting as if I'm like, what's her face? No. No, I'm not anything like that, let me tell you. That girl got some serious fucking problems. That girl got some serious problems. I mean, that girl has been to my door. That girl has left notes on my door. That girl has followed me around the apartment complex. That girl has followed me throughout the stores. See, I'm nothing like that. She's lied to you. She gave you my address when you didn't even ask for it. I'm nothing like that. Dear God, I'm nothing like that. Jesus fucking Christ. I've never messaged you. Like, I've never messaged you from any of my profiles except for my Instagram. I've never. That was hot. That was spicy. Oh God. That's spicy. Oh my gosh. But usually I'm minding my own business. Usually if I'm going to the store, I'm going to the store to go food shopping. If I'm going to the mall, I'm going to the mall to go get, you know, some sprays or some candles or whatever. If I'm going to Walmart, I'm usually going to Walmart for house items or clothes or whatever. And if I'm going on that side of town, well, it's not really that side of town. I'm going to, you know, the bank, or I'm going to the Dollar Tree, or I'm going to Ross for God knows fucking what reason. And then I'm waiting for the bus. How's that about you? Like, you want to make it seem as if it's all about you. Oh, it's all about Mike. Dear God, dude, get a fucking life. You're even lucky I'm showing you even the ounce of attention. You know, over the years, you've gotten ugly. I'm just trying to help you out. And out of your music, there's only about 3 songs that I actually really like. All the rest of them are trash. I'm just trying to help you out, man. The rest of them are trash. Like, you act like you're like this big baller, this big pimpin'. If you don't sit your narrow ass down somewhere, the fuck? I gotta put a restraining order against her. I told some people about that too. I said, dude, he's over here trying to put a restraining order against me. A cute girl like you, he want to put a restraining order against you? He's even lucky you're looking twice his freaking way. Time has not been your friend. Time has not been on your side, my friend. I can just say that. I can say that right now. Time has not been on your side. I actually like that. Put a restraining order against me. We don't even live anywhere near each other, dude. Well, we kind of do, but we kind of don't. I'm gonna be honest, it'd be a waste of time. Because the only time I even go over there is when I'm going to my bank. And usually I'm on this side of town. So do you have video evidence of me being anywhere near you? Because that's one thing I'm going to ask the judge. If I do really have to go to court with you. I'm dead ass serious. Is there any video evidence of me being anywhere near your apartment? Is there any video evidence of me even being behind you, around you, anything? No, there's not. Is there any proof of me commenting on your page or harassing your page? Because these are things I'm going to ask. Because what's her name tried that shit too. What's her name tried that shit too. She's harassing me. She won't leave me alone. She keeps stalking me. I'm like, then why is there evidence of you leaving notes on my door from your handwriting, your name? She even confessed to that shit. Audio of her threatening me. Huh. Again, this person keeps trying to... Look, I don't know who that is. But this person keeps trying to video, like, merge or whatever. I don't know how to do that. And it keeps saying I have to have a certain type of subscription to do that. I don't have no subscription. Well, I do and I don't. But it keeps saying I need a certain type of subscription to do that. So sorry. Maybe if Mike talked to me with some fucking manners and like he got some fucking common sense in his fucking brain, it may actually get through to me. That's what Salvador did after we split up. That's legitimately what Salvador did after we split up. He's like, yeah, we need to talk. Okay. He's like, no, I don't want to talk on the phone. I'm gonna grab some lunch, grab some pizza. We need to talk. Okay. I said, all right. He's like, look, you're a very pretty girl. And one day you're gonna make some guy really happy. You know? But you're annoying the shit out of me. And you're not my type anymore. So, we gotta go our separate ways. I started crying. I was heartbroken. He said, and then with that being said, stop making pictures of me. Stop editing pictures of me. I'm moving forward, and if I meet somebody else, I don't want to deal with that. He's like, I'm not trying to be mean, I'm being straightforward with you. Stop. He's like, because I don't want to have to press legal charges against you if I do get another relationship. He's like, so I'm asking you in person to stop, Dulcie. Okay? He's like, you can keep the pictures I sent you. You can keep the wallet photos. That's yours to keep. But other than that, stop editing new photos. Okay? Fine. Fine. And then he stopped going online altogether. And that was that. He didn't yell at me. He didn't call me out my name. He didn't call me stupid. He didn't call me retarded. He didn't verbally abuse me. So, No, because now that I remember that. When I was with Salvador, is way, way different. I mean, him being in the military and me being home without him, going through so much. And then it's like the connection legitly broke because there was so much going on in the military with him. There was so much going on with me at home. Just that one was a hard one to just walk away from. And it's like when you finally remember who somebody is and all those feelings start coming back, it's hard to just walk away from. And it's like he's not understanding that. That's what Mike is not understanding. And it's like he's thinking, you know, oh yeah, she's crazy, she's this, she's that. No, I'm fighting feelings that I'm trying to understand. And you're making it seem as if I'm crazy, I'm psycho, and you're not getting it. You're making people believe that I'm this crazy fucking person, and you're not fucking getting it. That's exactly why Salvador wanted to have that sit-down meeting with me in person. Because he knows that I'm a visual learner. You know what that means? A visual learner. Do you not know what visual learner means? That means that seeing facial expressions helps me understand. That doesn't mean cuss me out. That doesn't mean verbally abuse somebody. Because Salvador never verbally abused me. Salvador was very straightforward with me. Nor he didn't allow other people to intervene. Nor did he post any pictures about me. He didn't do any of that. Because Salvador had respect for me. Because Salvador was raised with respect. Because he was a real man. And Salvador cared about my feelings and about how I was going to take it. Salvador never one time verbally abused me. In person, no. He may have gotten straightforward with me a few times when we were texting. Yes. But in person, he made sure to never, ever verbally abuse me. And Salvador would straight say, dude, you're going about this the wrong way. You're going about this all the wrong way. She's never going to understand what you're telling her. She's a visual learner. Meaning that you're going to have to put your fucking pride aside. And you're going to have to talk with her in person. And say, hey, I'm not okay with these actions. And it needs to stop. Putting a restraining order, she's not going to understand that. Because that's not how she learns. That's not how her brain processes stuff. She's never going to learn if you do that. With some people, their brains work differently. That doesn't mean they're retarded. That doesn't mean they're stupid. That doesn't mean they're slow. That means some people learn differently. Understand? Not everybody's brain works the same. Calling them stupid, calling them retarded, calling them out their name. Hi. They're never going to learn like that. A restraining order is not going to fix the problem at hand. A restraining order, it's not, oh, how can I put this? It's a piece of paper, okay? Now, if two people were in a relationship and they break up and that person starts going to their house, starts following them in a car, starts showing up at their house, starts showing up at their job, starts legitimately following them in person, legitimately calling their phone numerous times, texting them numerous times, doing all this stuff, then a restraining order is needed. But verbally abusing that person is not going to fucking help. Because that's called verbal abuse. Doesn't matter if you're in a relationship or not. That's called verbal abuse. It seems like your brain doesn't process things correctly. And you have a tendency of lashing out, and you have a tendency of verbally abusing women. Because you were never taught any better. You were never taught the proper way on how to go about certain matters. And that's a shame. That's a fucking shame. And I feel sorry for the next girl that even gets with you. Because you don't know how to be in a relationship. You want to run from your problems. Just like now. Oh, I'm going to put a restraining order against her. This is going to fix everything. Again, running like a punk bitch. Oh, well, she's doing this, she's doing that, she's this evil person, she's crazy, she's that, because you don't want to admit your own feelings. I don't like her, I hate her, blah, blah, blah. Then why keep the pictures on the page? Why? If you don't want to see my face, delete the photos. Delete everything about me. End of conversation. Just like that. Just like that. Stop talking about me. Delete all the photos. Block me on every platform. Stay away from me. Don't mention me. Don't screenshot my profile and then post it on your page. Oh, I don't like her. Then why post? Why post about it? That's a waste of time. A waste of space. Salvador just got off the internet altogether. Him and his brother. Because that one girl started harassing Salvador. That one girl that was harassing me started harassing Salvador. And legitimately started writing him out of nowhere. Salvador asked, "Do I know you?" She said, "No." He said, "Then why are you texting me?" She said, "Oh, well, I just want to let you know that this person, that person is writing you." He said, "That's none of your business. And those pictures belong to her." Hi. And Salvador straight told her, those pictures belong to Dulcie. Why are they on your page? They do not belong to you. That was her crossing a line. I said hello. And so Salvador had to block her because she illegally took Salvador's pictures off of my page and posted them on hers. By law, those pictures belong to me. So he had to block her because he doesn't know her. He's never met her. He's never spoken to her. He's never seen her in a day of fucking light. Understand? So when she's illegally taking pictures of me and Charity when we were 15 years old off of our page and then sends it to you, and then you have those pictures on your platform, that is illegal. We were 15 years old. That's not an AI photo. So you're wanting to put a restraining order against me, but you have a picture of me and Charity when we were 15 years old on your page. I never gave you permission to post a minor picture of me on your page. Neither did Charity. So the real question is, why do you have minors posted on your platform without our permission? That picture belongs to me, by the way. I'm the one that took that picture. So by law, if I never gave you permission to post a minor picture of me on your platform, then why do you have it? I was 15. On that picture. Me and Che, I'm allowed to post the picture if I want to. Because the picture belongs to me. I took it when I was a minor. Me and Charity were both 15 at that time. So we were both minors. But you chose to post it on your page when you are a grown man. To me, that is very alarming. At first, I tried to let it go until you're over here saying, oh, she's weird, she's this, I'm blah, blah. You have minors' pictures on your page. Me and Charity were only 15 years old. You were not around us during the time frame when we were 15 years old. So your best option is to take that picture off of your page because that's creepy and weird as fuck. At that time, I was dating a guy named Zachary. I wasn't dating you, neither was Charity, because she was with Brian. I was with Zachary. So as you're stating you want to put a restraining order against this and that, you're not understanding what you're saying. So your brain doesn't process stuff very quickly, and you don't understand certain scenarios, which would explain why you are also in the ROP program. in the heck? Anyways, so you're wanting to put a restraining order, or you're already in process of putting the restraining order. So if I have to go to court because of you, I am pressing charges of the fact that you posted a minor picture of me without my permission. You are a grown man posting minors' pictures on your profile. It's one thing when I show me and Charity's pictures when we were younger, because I'm the one that took them, or I'm the one that took them. Meaning that I do have a right. And I have a right to post Salvador's pictures because legally they belong to me. Legally, he sent them to me when he was in the freaking Marine Corps. So by law, yes, I'm allowed to post those pictures. And then me posting my cousin's pictures, I'm the one that took the pictures. And I was a minor when I took those pictures. Some of those pictures of my little cousins, I was like 14, 15 years old when I took those pictures. I was a minor myself. And then me posting memories of me and Charity and my Aunt Gloria, those are precious memories. And then Charity with her mom, those are precious memories. Charity with her father, those are precious memories. Me posting certain pictures are memories. But you posting pictures of me and Charity when we were minors is not okay. You didn't ask me permission. You didn't ask Charity permission. I hardly doubt it. So your wording, you gotta be careful what the fuck you're saying, stupid fuck. You stating, as I've mentioned, I've done everything I can. Alright. He states, you guys, let me read this for evidence purposes. He reads, or he says, as I've mentioned, I've done everything I can think of to shatter this person. See, that's something you don't want to say if somebody's been assaulted and had their head slammed against the concrete. You might want to be careful what you're saying. It says this person's creepy fantasy from telling them to stop outright to insulting them, intentionally acting like a pig to gross her out and get her to leave me alone. None of it has worked because you're a dumbass and you don't know how to talk to women. Maybe if you showed some class, like you got some fucking home training, it may actually get through to me. You gotta think that I grew up with guys. I've learned to ignore stupid behavior. It says, and get her to leave me alone. None of it has worked. I'm pretty sure Salvador is laughing his ass off right now. What would Salvador say? Oh, yeah. She's a different type of female. She's a different type of breed of female. She's not going to listen to her. She's not going to listen to you when you're being disrespectful. Now, if you act like you got some common sense and you have some home fucking training, it may actually work. And it says none of it has worked and has even backfired in some aspects. So I'm taking the legal route since it's long overdue. I thought you said this shit last century. I thought you said this shit last century. But let's get into some of the photos that he has on his profile. Yeah, I'm reading some things right now. Really? So let's go down here really quick. What is this? What is this? What is this right here? That's not an AI photo. That's not an AI photo. And this is not an AI photo. None of those right there are AI photos. It says we was like 15 here. So why do you have minors' pictures on your fucking page? Those are not AI photos, genius. Those are actual photos of me and Charity when we were 15 years old. Those are not AI photos, genius. So why do you have a 15-year-old child's fucking picture on your page? Those are not AI photos. Answer me that and riddle me that, genius. So I told you to take down my minor pictures and you still haven't done it. This photo right here, this photo right fucking here. That's not an AI photo, Mike, Monty. That's an actual real photo of me and Charity when we were 15 years old. And I told you to remove my minor picture. You still have not done so. Let's go to the other one. This picture right here. That is an actual photo of Charity when she was 15 years old. That was on my platform. Yes, because I'm the one that fucking took it. I never gave you permission to post her minor pictures on your platform. You did not take those pictures. Those are not AI photos. Those are actual real fucking photos of Charity when she was a minor. Never gave you permission to take them off my platform. That's actually illegal if I'm the one that took them. The only one that can tell me to remove those pictures is Charity herself. Because I'm the one that posted. I'm the one that took the photo when I was 15 years old. That was on my birthday, by the way. No, or I think that was my 16th birthday. And that's when I lived over there, number 39. Right here at the apartment complex. So before you even say shit, you might want to double think your own fucking actions first, Michael Monty. I've asked you numerous times to take down my picture when I was 15 years old, which is this one right here. That's an actual real photo. That's not AI generated. And I'm willing to take a lie detector test on it. We took that picture at the Chico Mall. So you want to tell me, oh, I want to take her to court, take it down act, but yet you're not listening to your own fucking advice. That is not an AI generated picture. You imbecile. And if I take a lie detector test on it, you are fucked. You were not dating Charity at that time. You weren't dating me at that time. We were minors. That's not AI generated, you imbecile. That's an actual real photo of me and Charity when we were minors. And you have it on your page. I told you to remove my minor pictures from your page. You still have not done so. So you're not listening to your own fucking actions. So in order for this to work, you have to listen to your own fucking advice. I told you to remove my minor pictures from your page. You still haven't done so. You have not done so. Riddle me that shit. You're saying you want to take legal action. If I take legal action, you're going to get in more trouble. Only due to the fact that we were minors in that picture. And I'm the one that took that picture. And why do you have a picture of my foot? I mean, look at this, you guys. He has a picture of my feet. Look at that. He literally has a picture of my feet. Look at that. That's some weird shit. And then you have my medical alert stuff on your platform. That's weird. Like, seriously. So you're telling me to take down the photos, but yet you still have me and Charity's minor pictures on your page. So you're not taking your own advice. You're not. Something's not clicking upstairs. I told you to remove my minor pictures. You remove my minor pictures, I'll remove your pictures altogether. Delete me and Charity's minor pictures. Two can play at this fucking ball game. That's why you blocked me, so I couldn't fucking report your shit. Because you're a creep weirdo hanging on to little kid fucking pictures of me and Charity. That's weird. That's weird. So why are you not taking your own advice? Oh, I need to put a restraining order on her. Why do you have little kid pictures of me and Charity on your platform? Those are not AI generated. And I'm willing to take a lie detector test on that. Because I actually have the actual pictures in the freaking boxes after I moved. I have the actual fucking photos. And if a police officer looks at those photos, they are going to know that those photos are not AI generated. That's going to get you in some serious deep shit. And I've been nice. And I've been patient. But since I'm the one that took those photos, by law, I have every right to tell you to take down our minor fucking pictures. It's disturbing and sick as shit. You are a grown ass man having little kid pictures on your fucking page. It's flat out disgusting. It's one thing when I'm posting or I'm showing pictures of me and Charity because we went to school together. We grew up together, and a lot of the pictures I own and I took with my own fucking phone or my own fucking camera. So by law, I'm allowed to have them. And I've sent a lot of the pictures to Charity as well. What are you not understanding? You have little kid pictures on your page. The courts are going to ask, when she told you to remove her minor pictures, why did you not do so? Why did you not listen to your own advice? You're saying something's not clicking upstairs with me, but yet something is not clicking upstairs with you. To why you have little kid pictures of me and Charity on your platform. Those are not AI fucking generated. So ask yourself what you're doing wrong. You're telling me to stop. You're telling me to do all these things, but something is not clicking upstairs with you. When I'm telling you to remove me and my fucking sister's minor pictures off your platform. What is not clicking upstairs with you? What is not clicking upstairs with you? Because me and Charity went to Four Winds together for like 6 years. I seen her every day for 6 years. So when I'm fucking telling you to take me and my sister's minor pictures off of your page, that's what it means, Michael Monty. You did not go to school with us, except for kindergarten. That is it. You were not a part of our lives like that. You were the hulas guy. That was it. I was not dating you at that time. I was dating a guy named Zachary. And Charity at that time, I think, was dating Brian, which lives right here at the apartment complex that I live in, by the way, which is her ex-husband. By the way. And even he knows that those are not AI generated fucking photos. Even my cousin Anthony knows that those are not AI generated photos. And the pictures that I showed in that one video, they are not AI generated photos. Charity holding my cousin Micaiah, that was at what, my 17th birthday in high school? Those are not AI generated photos. Those are real photos that I took at my Aunt Betty's house when she lived in fucking Chapmantown. At the time, she was going to Las Molinas High School. We did not go to Chico High together. At the time, we got separated because of high school. She